everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Thank you so much for joining me in another day in my 2023 holiday card series. Welcome to Doodlebug Week. So before we get into today's video, I'd like to apologize for not having a video on Friday, but you could probably see my bruise, maybe, sort of. I had an infusion on Friday. I go every 8 weeks. And honestly, I was just so tired last week. I don't know if I was having a flare. I don't know if it's because, you know, the weather has changed dramatically. I was exhausted and I just wasn't able to get something done. So I apologize. I'm trying to do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Central until Christmas Day. And there may be a day or two that I have to miss, but at the end of the day, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of myself so I can continue to do this series. So if you're new here, say hi in the comments so I can welcome you. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers over the last couple of months. Thank you so much for joining me and sticking around. If you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing because we're inching close to 14K. And once we get there, I'll do a giveaway. So in today's video, number one, Doodlebug. Doodlebug is a scrapbooking company. I believe they're based out of Australia. Don't quote me on that. But if I were to ever create my own company, my own stamp and paper line, it would look similar to what Doodlebug does. Like, Doodlebug is me in paper crafting form. Like, it's me. I love their art. I love their patterns. I love the way they put colors together. And I have purchased almost every single Christmas collection that they have put out for like the last 10 years. I skipped one. I just wasn't into the narwhal and stuff like that, but every other one I've purchased every year. In today's video, I'm going to be working with the items that I purchased recently, and I have a video sharing that haul, so I will link it somewhere. That way you can see what these look like before I've put them away, because right now they are in plastic bags. So I apologize. Oh, someone is getting Enterprise. I don't know. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is very beginner friendly. If you've never made a card in your life, or if you're someone who feels like card making is daunting, this is the video for you. I'm literally going to walk you step by step by step into how to make a card, but I'm also going to share with you what I feel like you should buy in order to start getting into card making. And if you're like, I don't want to mess with all of that, I actually have card kits available for the holidays, and I will have that video and the Etsy linked down below. It's basically, you can either choose supplies to make 10 kits, 10 cards, or 20 cards. All of it comes to you. You just have to cut it out and glue it. So if you're interested in that, that is linked down below. So yeah, so if you're new to card making, I'm going to walk you through in real time how I pick patterns, why I think something like this is a great way to get started. So yeah, that's a long intro and I apologize for that. But yeah, so let's head over to the craft table and we'll get started. All right, friends, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through what I feel like are very beginner friendly cards, but I'm also going to walk you through how I feel is the best way to kind of get into card making. So before we get into that though, don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all of the things. So specifically in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can use clip art, die cuts, etc. to create really fun, sometimes gorgeous cards depending on the images that you have. Without any stamping, all you need to do is be able to cut and glue. I feel like that is the best way to get started into this hobby, because here's the thing. Number one, money's tight for everybody, and you don't want to spend, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars buying stamps, buying inks, buying markers, and then realize you don't enjoy it. Like you're like, I don't like this. So if you want to color, get an adult coloring book and get some cheap crayons or get some cheap colored pencils and see if that is something that you like to do. Can you get lost in it? Are you going to get bored? Do you need to walk away before you invest in markers, etc.? So for card making, I'm going to have a list in the description box down below. I'm going to try to keep it to $50 or under on what I feel like is the best beginner kind of kit for card making. Now, if you don't want to do all this on your own, I actually have card kits right now that are 100% newbie friendly. And all you need to do is cut and paste. So that link is down below as well. All right, so I suggest you invest in card blanks. So here in the US, most of our cards are A2 size, meaning when they're folded, and these are already scored, it's 4 1/4 wide by 5.5 inches tall, however you want to do it, right? There are tons of note cards with envelopes on Amazon. I will link you to the ones I've bought. I tried I don't think it's Ohuhu, it may be, but theirs was way too thick and they were really hard to score, really hard to work with, but these are like the perfect weight to me. So invest in card blanks. So you don't have to buy a white cardstock. You don't have to worry about scoring, folding, all of those things. Start with a card base. Then start with paper and clip art. So today we're going to be working with the Doodlebug Designs new Christmas collection for 2023, and it's called Gingerbread Kisses. I think I've been calling it Gingerbread Lane for forever, but it's Gingerbread Kisses. I have a haul where I show you how this comes packed because the paper and the die cuts, I think they call them odds and ends, will create probably 50 cards. And I'm not kidding. If you go back a couple of holiday card series ago, I took a Doodlebug collection and I just made cards until I couldn't make any more cards. So I'll try to remember to have those linked down below, but you really only need to be able to cut paper and glue adhesive, glue paper, glue little images. And again, you can get clip art off of Etsy if you're someone who has a printer. And then you can just buy it. Like a cherry on top is where I get my Doodlebug. I think scrapbook.com carries Doodlebug. A lot of times they have sales. So yeah, I would not invest a ton of money into this hobby until you know for sure that it's something you like. So one other thing I kind of wanted to point out, I picked up the 12 by 12 paper because I made planner dividers with it. And I want to show you why you don't normally see me work with 12 by 12 papers in card making. And that is because the patterns are huge munches. So let me zoom in. This is the same pattern. This pattern is from the 12 by 12 and this is from the 6 by 6. So, I mean, I will end up using this on a card eventually, but because this side would be okay. But just note that if you want to make cards, I highly suggest the 6 by 6 pad. The other reason I suggest a 6 by 6 pad is it goes together. It's meant to go together. All of these are meant to go together. And I'm going to walk you through a card and then I'm going to speed it up so we can move on. So let's do one with little gingerbread. I'm going to make a card and I am going to use 3 different patterns. I'm going to use one that's big, kind of busy, like kind of draws your eyes in. You want something like that. Then you want a medium pattern. And for me, the medium pattern today could either be the Santas or it could be this plaid. And then for my last layer, which is simple, so you either want plain cardstock or you want something that's tone on tone, monochromatic, like these snowflakes. So we're going to create a card and I'm going to use all 3 patterns and yeah, I'm going to walk you through it. So I suggest you get a trimmer. There are some that are really inexpensive on Amazon. If you, again, you don't have to invest a lot of money until you know for sure that this is what you want to do. I don't know that I can zoom out any further. Maybe I can. Ooh, it's messy. Okay. So I am going to make my card this way. So I'm going to cut my paper 5.5 inches wide, 4 1/4 inches tall. So we're going to take this one because this is going to be my main pattern. And I'm going to put it on 5.5. I know you guys can't really see that. And I'm going to trim off that little piece. And then I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. So this is going to be my main pattern. And this is going to be my small pattern. I need to change my blade, I think. Let's cut that down a little bit. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because I need to change my blade. That's the one thing I hate about trimmer. It's like, can you just not, like, can I just use you without you looking raggedy? Then we're going to cut this pattern, and I am, let's look. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is 4 1/4 inches tall. This is just around, it's almost 1 3/4. Is that straight? No, it's not straight. Boo, it's not straight. This is not straight. We'll cut it down to 1 1/2. Oh my word. Okay, so this is 1 1/2, and I'm gonna make this 3. Yeah, let's do 3. No, let's do 2. 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. Now, you want to make sure you pay attention to your patterns, because this pattern can really go anyway, because it's just a plaid, and plaid can go in either direction. But on the back, you have these Santa Clauses. So if I were to use this paper, it would have to go vertical somehow. But since we're going to use this side, it'll be okay. Now, you're going to want adhesive. You can invest in like just some Elmer's glue sticks. You can invest in some liquid glue. I prefer tape runner. This is the AdTech. You can get this on Amazon. It's fairly inexpensive. So let's start with this. We're going to get this adhered first. You just want to make sure that you get your adhesive edge to edge. Oh, I got an IV infusion on Friday. I think we talked about that. So that is why that looks bruised. It's because it is bruised. Now this pattern's pretty random, but there are a few candy canes that are right side up. So we're gonna go with those as our guide. You just wanna make sure that your paper is straight. I am notorious for it not being straight. It just is what it is. Then we're gonna put this layer on. Now, none of these cards are going to have a sentiment because I didn't buy the Chit Chats. I think they're called Chit Chats, and that's like their phrases and birthdays and stuff, happy birthday and stuff. But I believe there's some, yeah, there's some in here. So we may cut one of those out. And then we're going to put this on, and this is going to go in the middle. This is a pretty easy layout, and the good thing is you can use it horizontally or you can use it vertically, but again, we're going to use it horizontally. Okay, do I want Santa? Do I want some cute gingerbread? There's all sorts of fun ones in this little grouping. Ooh, I like this one. Let's do this one. And then, do we have a good sentiment for him? We wish you a Merry Christmas, baking Christmas cookies, the most wonderful time of the year. What's on the back of this? Oh, okay. Let's do the sending sweet wishes. So I'm going to cut that out, and we're going to use this little guy. And then Doodlebug always throws in like little hearts and little candies and stuff. I'm going to pull in some of those. Let's do that, and maybe this, we'll see. Cut this. I'm going to bring in my trimmer again. I like this one because it has a wire guide, and I can cut exactly where I want it. So we're going to do this sending Christmas wishes. I'm not going to cut all the way. I'm just going to cut until the end of it. And then we'll cut it off. Okay. Now, I like to add dimension to I like to add dimension to my cards, meaning I like to pop things up, etc. So on Amazon, you can get these, or I get mine from Scrapbook Pal, but they are just they're called foam squares, some of them called pop dots. You just want something that you can use to pop things up. Is this a necessary step? Nope. But if you're someone who's like, okay, yeah, I am going to enjoy this hobby, I want to invest in a little money, I would invest in some of these. So I always use too many. You don't have to. I sell my cards, and I want to make sure that when they get to wherever they're going, nothing is going to fall off. So you don't have to use as much adhesive as I do. So I have a little, keep these little kind of containers on my desk. I picked these up from Dollar Tree, and I use it to take these little, like my little bitty trash, and then later I'll throw it away. Maybe because it can't be bothered. So I'm going to put this down just like that. Now I didn't cut the end off this intimate very well, but never fear, we're going to put something there. And we get very good at hiding mistakes. And remember, it's just paper. It's just paper. And if you don't like it, you can redo it. Okay, I'm going to cut one in half. Actually, I'm going to put two in half, I think. I'm going to put 1/2. One half. And then 1/2. So take the backing off. See if that's kind of sort of straight. It is kind of sort of straight. Okay, so we're gonna, do I want these big candies? I don't think I do. I do want a little bit hard though. That's fine, give you a tiny baby heart. Little tiny baby. Bread. Okay. Perfect. It's not going to cover it up like that, but you see, or just like that. Okay, I'm going to use liquid glue for this. Hopefully. So this is Tombow Mono liquid glue, and you can get this on Amazon as well. It is the big mamma jamma because I craft a lot. Tweezers are your best friends. Just going to make sure I cover up that red that I missed. So right here you have a very, like, just perfect card, and I didn't have to do any kind of stamping. It's basic. You can add more embellishments, etc. But here's another thing that I like. I like to add glitter or shimmer. So my favorite is this one. So this is the Nouveau Aqua Shimmer Glitter Gloss Pen. Basically, it's a shimmer pen. I don't like the Wink of Stella because the Wink of Stella is not clear glitter. It is more silver. This one is from Spectrum Noir. This is also good. I will link to you in the comments. Now, none of those are affiliate link. I'm not affiliated with Amazon anymore, so I'm not making any money. I'm just telling you what I love. So you shake it, get some in the brush, and then we're just going to add shimmer to all of this. This is an optional step. If you're someone who doesn't like shimmer, you don't have to add this. But I am someone who loves it, and I am going to add it. So we have a card, and we didn't stamp at all. You just need to be able to cut it, and you need to be able to glue it. So yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below or reach out to me. My email address is down below. If you think this is a hobby that you want to do, but you don't want to invest a ton of money, be sure to check out my card kits. They're basically a symbol. You get to pick the ones you want. you assemble them, and you're good to go. So yeah, anyway, that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I said I was going to make some more, but this video is about 20 minutes long, and I feel like that's long enough. So you will see more. I'm going to do Doodlebug the whole week. So yeah, anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think. Do you think that this is something that you would want to do? Are you worried about crafting? Like, leave me a question, say hi, let me know where you're from. If you're new here, be sure to say hi so I can say welcome to the Elfies. Facebook group, Facebook page, Etsy shop, everything is linked down below. I love your faces, and I'll see you Wednesday for another video. Bye for now.